Up next, we are testing out this arcade fun portable gaming console Game Boy looking thing from Five Below. ijdm starts now.
Another visitor. Stay a while. Stay forever.
The other day I was out just kind of doing some preliminary Christmas shopping, stocking stuffer type thing. Stopped by Five Below, saw this thing. I have seen a ton of reviews on YouTube about this thing, and I gotta say every single one I saw pretty much slammed the product. I think I paid $12 or $13 for this, maybe 14. We'll say it was under 15. How about that? I think it depends on where you live. Sometimes the cost may be a little different. That being said, no, it wasn't less than $5, so hence the name of the store doesn't really matter anymore, does it? Arcade fun, yeah, it's like a Game Boy looking thing, easy to carry, 200 games, da da da. Well, let's unbox this. I mean, yeah, your typical USB, was it USB-C? At least it's USB-C, I'll give them that. Then we got a thing to hook it up to your TV via RCA. We're not going to do this in the video. I mean, I'm sure it works okay and it's fine and dandy. Seen plenty of these little game systems that offer that. And here is the unit and a little instruction booklet with a, yeah, we're just jiving with that. Not all of 80s used this little logo thing that we see everywhere with the purples and all that. It was just kind of a little thing. Do we got the screen prophylactic on here? Yeah, it looks like we do. But oh man, this one looks like it's a. There we go. Left some. Man, that was on there. And you do want to peel these things off because it makes the screen look a little better. And I mean, unless you're trying to save it for nostalgia or whatever. So here's the unit. Basic controls, I gotta say, they feel not great, but I'm sure they're usable. D-pad, and then your 4 buttons. Looks like a reset button here. And then we have, I guess this would be like a select start type option. Nothing on the bottom. Got a little volume wheel there. Power switch, that's where you plug it into charge it. Wait a minute, let me take back what I said earlier. Oh no, it does use that other USB, whatever version thing it is. Man, why can't we just all be on USB-C here? And of course, I'm guessing might be able to use this for a headphone port, but it says TV particularly. But anyway, well, wow, you turn it on, it just goes. So I'm not sure how close to the camera I can get, and what we're looking at here is basically a 201. I know these started off with 400 or whatever, but a lot of these are pretty much knockoff games or different things that were like, I don't know what you want to call them, bootleg type games. But as far as Nintendo getting in a big tiff over this thing, I don't really see it. I mean, if anything, Nintendo needs to offer their own Game Boy with all of the games on it, or at least a few game packs or something. I mean, it's really up to them, rather than letting these things keep flying out the door. And speaking of doors, there's one of the games. Let's just go ahead and start off and just pick one. Let's see if this is like, is this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Well, it's definitely in a different language, but that's fine. I mean, there's nothing. All right, well. I guess we'll go in the sewer. Yeah, I mean, this looks like the game to me from what I can remember. I haven't played it in a while, so I'm having a hard time with the graphics here. They're like, they're just a little hard to see for me. Okay. Yeah, okay, that game looks great. We'll hit reset. It goes right back to number 1, so it doesn't really leave you where you finished off. I'm going to turn that back down again. Excite Bike. Yeah, let's check out Excite Bike. Selection A and tracks, and let's go for it and see what this is going to be. Start. Okay. Let's pause. One of these buttons has got to make it. There it goes. Yeah, so is this, yeah, there's the little Willy thing. Yeah, this is pretty much Excite Bike. I mean, as far as I remember it, or a close replication. I mean, we can get the little temperature overheat thing on it. So yeah, there's Excite Bike on here. So there's at least 2 games you get that are Nintendo. I'm not going to go through, obviously, all 200 of these games. The video would go on forever. They do offer a pinball game. Let's check that out real quick. And I don't know if this was a thing for Okay. Okay, this is a weird kind of thing. Can you do both flippers? Oh, I guess, okay, I see. It's right and left. So you use the D-pad for one, and then you use the buttons for the other one. Yeah, I mean, it's a playable pinball, game, whatever. Then we have something called Ninja. Is that Ninja Gaiden, maybe? It does not look like it. No, I don't. I'm highly doubting it. Yeah, let's skip that one. Fellow Arkanoid. Okay, Arkanoid. It's a known game. Okay, this definitely is not Arkanoid. It's a close replica. Looks like some kind of maybe a homebrew of one, but oh man, that it just doesn't move fast enough for the ball. But I mean, yeah, if you're good at it, I suppose it'd be all right. All right, that's Arkanoid, Arkanoid clone or something otherwise. We got Space Invaders. Let's see what Space Invaders looks like. What we're getting here is it the Atari? Oh, wow. Okay, this Space Invaders is definitely looks to me more like the Atari version, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe a little better. Yeah, well, there's Space Invader. Oh man, that theme song. I wish there's a way you had a setting to shut that off. That is extremely annoying. We did Arkanoid, Duck. I don't see anything in the way of anything that looks like a Super Mario's type game. There's a bowling game on here. Paperboy, let's check that out. Okay, that definitely looks like Paperboy. Um, I guess this is the game. Some of these games I honestly haven't played in so long. I do have different emulators that do this type of thing, but yeah, okay. Monday. This seems like the game to me. Again, we go back to the beginning. I really should go back to where you left off, but I'm sure there's reasons. But that's fine. That's fine. I'm trying to like this thing. I'm really trying to put a positive spin on it. The controls, they're a little stiff, I guess is the word for it. Maybe after you use it a while, they'll loosen up. You get an archery game, something called Air Alert. I mean, most of these I think are probably going to be like a homebrew type situation or some kind of clone game. So nothing to get excited. But I mean, just looking at this thing, and I'm just going to scroll through the rest of these before I make my final thoughts about it. Yeah, the game's a little disappointing, but I mean, I'm sure some of these would be fine. That being said, though, with this unit and for everything it does, and for the price point, when God, that is touchy. With the price point of the game and it being at Five Below, yeah, it's not the most well constructed thing. But I mean, if I'm going to go back to my youth and I'm a kid walking into, say, Radio Shack, it was an electronics store for those of you who may not know what it was, that sold all different kinds of electronics, including these little handhelds. And back then, and I did a earlier review on them on the LCD games, and you had these little LCD games like Highway and stuff, but they're very limited in what they can do. I would say this is definitely a step above that for a lower cost in reality. I mean, you're getting something that you're getting a ton of games and keep you occupied. If you're a true retro gamer, I don't think this is for you. Unless you just want it for just giggles and to maybe just slam it on YouTube, then yeah, okay, maybe grab it. But otherwise, for a gift for somebody that's just kind of a gesture, I could see this as something fun that you would play with maybe once in a while. I mean, honestly, my phone does pretty much the same thing with the emulators and the RetroArch that I have on it. But as a separate unit, I gotta say it doesn't feel terrible, but the buttons are stiff, and I mean overall, and it does have these typical type. I guess they call it the BL5C battery, which are very common and easy to get, and they seem to hold a fairly decent charge. Is this a replacement for a Game Boy? Far from it. Is this ripping off Nintendo? I really don't think so. I mean, maybe on a borderline there of questionable. But other than that, could I say, this thing is just too touchy here. What I say is kind of a stocking stuffer, kind of a gift for somebody. Yeah, why not? I mean, especially if it's somebody just getting into retro gaming and something cheap to play around with while you're on the road, especially for a younger kid that may like playing retro games. I know that's kind of becoming a thing now. This might be kind of a good, doorstep type product that they could take a look at and say, okay, yeah, this is kind of fun, I want more, and then move on from here, and then, or of course, always re-gift it. That'll do it for this video. Like I said, I'm not going to give it any thumbs up or thumbs downs or anything. I'd really try to put a positive spin on what it is and what it can do, and give my honest interpretation of it. That'll do it for this ijdm. I'm hoping to get a few more episodes out, including some type of Christmas special between now and my Thanksgiving break. We just had that. My holiday break. So we'll see what happens. Just very busy schedule this time of year. That's why you're not seeing too much in the last few weeks. Again, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.